Isaac Grino, running for Montgomery County Mayor, and I'm here reading through survey concerns that have been submitted to me through my website, grinoformoco.com. There's a lot of them, and I'm just kind of scrolling through them and reading them out and talking through my thoughts on them and hoping get them out into the ether. Just jump right in. Somebody who's removing their child from public schools because my children had to regularly drill on how to protect themselves from murder while in school. Racism and bigotry ran rampant in the schools. I don't know, it's really disheartening to hear. My daughter's not in school yet. She's 2 years old. I'm already thinking and looking into schools in the area. And I mean, I remember being, I want to say like probably 14 or so the first time I had to have like an active shooter drill. And the fact that we have not made any progress since then feels crazy to me. The racism and bigotry is also something that I would hope that we were past by now, but clearly we aren't. I know it felt like when I was growing up that we were definitely not past it, but it felt like we were moving forward. And it feels like recently we've taken a few steps back, to say the least. Racism is taught, and my hope is that over the next couple generations, we no longer teach it. Jumping to the next one. Another person removing their child from schools. Poor teacher retention leads to newer teachers not having good support to become great teachers. Yeah, I've heard a lot from teachers over the years, including my cousin who's a teacher, and my mom who teaches at community college, about how the turnover rate for teachers is skyrocketing. And it's not just teachers, it's also like bus drivers and teachers' assistants and administrative staff. Part of that is the pay rate, part of it is the expectations put on them, and the lack of support is something that it feels crazy to me as someone who thinks of education as not just a foundational right afforded to every child, but also just from the standpoint of like, if we want Montgomery County to be the best it can be, we should be investing in the future of the county, which is our children. Concerns about rent. Rent is higher each year. I'm a single mom with 3 kids, and my rent is almost as much as I make monthly. Just because this town has military presence should not dictate how much apartments can charge. They match what the military gets for BAH, and it completely ruins the non-military citizens. Just to be completely frank, I'm not aware of a lot of how this specifically works. I'm non-military myself. When I moved to Montgomery County, it was getting my first house here. And it's something that I'll need to look into. I do know that the state has very strict rules and regulations for what a county or a municipal government can influence when it comes to what people charge for rent and how. The Tennessee state government is extremely tight-fisted when it comes to what counties can do. For as much as I feel like they try to preach the rights of local entities, what they really mean is they want the power at the state level for themselves, not for the counties, not for the localities that people live in. I'll have to look into this more to see what we can do. I do think a housing cooperative would help with that. Probably not directly, but I'll have to look into it. We'll wrap it up with one more. Earth is beautiful. Let's keep it that way for the sake of nature and designed by God. I was raised in suburbia, but I also was a Boy Scout. I was a Cub Scout. I had redneck uncles that I used to regularly go out and like do a bunch of crazy stuff on their property in the middle of nowhere. And it was always taught to me to like take care of the environment. Like, God put us on this earth, why would he not expect us to take care of it? And whether or not you believe in like God in that way, to me it's like stewardship of the land, I think, is integral to every culture and society. Montgomery County has a lot of beauty in it, but we don't take care of it enough. I'll leave it there. Thank y'all for coming to watch. Please check me out, grinoformoco.com. Please remember to vote. The election's coming up August 6th. Early voting is July 17th. Voter registration deadline is July 7th. Thank you.